o'clock on the nose. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. At this time, I'll call the Paulding County Board of Commissioners Board Meeting for June the 11th, 2024 to order. And again, thank you for being here and participating. The marshal would bring the list of people wishing to speak. Great. You got a mobile device? Thank you, sir. Be a good time to turn that off. And so grateful to Virginia Commissioner Galloway for bringing us an invocation and leading us in the pledge to the flag. Stand if you're able.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to serve Paulding County. Lord, we thank you for all the people gathered here with us today. We pray that you would be around and over our meeting with all wisdom and prudence and good judgment. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Virginia, for getting us started off right. Number one in the minutes is action to adopt. Well, I guess I should recognize some people. We've got some judges here, Judge O'Connor and Solicitor General LaWanna Nolan, and that's all I see right now. So thank you all for joining us. No announcements. Well, we got to do the minutes. Sorry, I'm jumping around here. Under the minutes is action to adopt the minutes for the May 28th, 2024 work session meeting and the May 28th, 2024 board meeting minutes. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt by Commissioner Galloway. Is there a second?
Second. Second
by Commissioner Caker. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 4-0. There are no announcements, no invited guests. Under bid awards, item 2 is action to award the fiscal year 2024 bituminous surface treatment contract 1 project to the lowest responsive bidder, Russell Standard, in the amount of $454,155.50. Funds for the project are allocated from the Paulding County General Fund. Roads in this project are located in all the posts. I'll make a motion to adopt. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Bid award item 3 is action to approve the purchase of 3 inmate transport Tahoes and 1 LT Tahoe from Hardy Chevrolet in the amount of $223,806.97. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Galloway. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. Is there any discussion on this one? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 4 is action to award the 2024 asphalt project contract 5 to the lowest responsive bidder, Northwest Georgia Paving Incorporated, in the amount of $2,938,294.55. The project is funded by GDOT LMIG funds of $2,669,711.54 and Paulding County General Funds of $268,583.01. The streets are scheduled in the contract and they're located in all 4 posts. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Galloway. Anybody want to discuss this one? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 4-0. And 5 is action to award the repair and overlay of the asphalt parking lot at 210 Paulding Lane to J&W Concrete and Asphalt Construction Incorporated in the amount of $157,590. Splost funds will be used for this project located in Post 2, and that's at the new Oasis Senior Center. I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Also carries 4-0. We finished up our reports from committees and departments this morning at the work session. There's no one. Wait a minute. All right, so we've got 5 people who've registered on agenda items. So we'll just start from the top. Looks like Mr. Miller or Ms. Miller? Mr. Miller? I couldn't read your first name, but you're going to speak on 2024-10-Z and also 2024-04 SUP special use permit. So thank you for being here. And
thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm here in representation of the community off of Mulberry Rock Road, and we understand all the modifications that were made in reference to this request for these 2 items. We noticed that you guys they made modifications with the recycling of water, recycling of the dust and debris that's put into the atmosphere. So definitely we appreciate what they're making modifications to make our neighborhood and our area safer. I had 3 items that the community had, and everyone in the community can hear. So I talk and I communicate with everyone. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? This number 2 on the 24-10-Z is in reference to the number 2 item, which is the 70-foot buffer along common property lines and adjacent residential properties. There are several residents who border, and they're really concerned about it because there's already noise coming in from other industrial areas. So we're asking if there are any type of modifications could be made to assure less noise, if that include more buffer or a different fabric or different type of modification with the building, which will stop the noise from coming out further into the community, something like that. But that's a very big concern. The second item I'm going to mention is will the community be able to see the traffic study that was completed based upon planning and zoning had requested a while ago? Was it completed? Was it available for us to see or be able to, or anything like that? That was the second thing. And the third thing is because of the noise concerns in our community, we adding another industrial facility to our area. We want to know if you can use SPLOST funds, to put in a seismograph to know what noise is going on that could be a violation of our community, that would help the noise level to you guys to know what's going on without being and patrolling it, going back and forth. So a seismograph would definitely be beneficial to know what's going on and see what our concerns are with the noise ordinances, if they're being kept or not kept. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, we have Jonathan is next to speak on 2024-1-SPSA.
Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate the opportunity to speak here. This is a project that we've actually been through plan review a couple times, been working with staff, and I think they've even secured a demolition permit for the store. My statement is more of an opinion from experience. I design stuff all over this county and the adjacent counties. This was an older zoning for this property, and then, that kind of limited to a 3,000 square foot building. The 7 to 7, though, is something that I know was designed and initially approved for a different use. And so the use of a convenience store to be limited to 7 to 7 is probably not overly realistic. And so I know that that's their primary concern, and I know they're asking for that stipulation to be modified. There was a resurgence a couple years ago of R55s, and it got the board and staff to where they saw that there needed to be a change. Same thing came with the car washes and the storage facilities and the gas stations. And I wouldn't want your job. I'll be truthful with you. We are a growing county, growing exponentially fast. It's a good thing, and it's also a bad thing. And it's a tough thing for y'all, and I recognize that in staff. But the reality is this site is zoned for the use intended, and 7 to 7 is not something that's overly amenable for anybody to be able to, have a business of that sort. So I hope that you guys will establish a reasonable decision that would allow these folks to continue down the path where they have been working for the last 2 or 3 months, trying to secure permits and move forward with the project. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. And we'd like to hear from Nicole Schmidt. And she's going to be speaking on 2024-04- special use permit and also 2024-10-Z.
You ready?
Good.
All right, I'm also talking about the 75-foot noise buffer. I know that all of that is for a lot of the front road, but we are in the back part, and I'm just gonna read it if that's okay. This is not, and I understand Paulding County is a growing county, and I would like to be able to continue to grow, but while protecting your residents at the same time. We're aware that the concrete plant and the quarry are 2 separate issues. But the removal of the amount of trees that they plan in order to put in their lay-down yards is going to make the noise from the quarry carry even further. Am I allowed to show noise from a video at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? Or is that allowed?
If you have something, you'll be using your time while you're showing the video.
It's fine. It's just a couple minutes. This is not actually a video I took, but it is of a neighbor. I have her address if you need it, at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know if you can, this is noise at 4 a.m. And she's further than I am. I don't know if you guys can hear it or if it's even pointless to do from my phone. This is from neighborhoods further down away, so you can hear the noise that's already carrying from that. So we're removing 73 acres worth of trees, correct, in order to put this down. So that noise is going to carry even further to the residents that are behind us. So I don't know where I am. So we just are asking for some kind of adequate solution for noise if they plan to continue to put in other businesses inside of where the quarry is. We just want to know that there's something in place that protects us from our peace and even more noise that is going to continue to come across that area. So that's my only question. Thank you.
Did you hear anything? All right, thank you, Nicole. And next is Brandon Bowers. Hope I pronounced your name right. And he's going to speak on Old Castle matters.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it's Brandon Bowen. I'm 15 South Public Square, Cartersville, Georgia, and I have the honor of representing Old Castle. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you all today and that we've made it through this process after several meetings. I've been very honored to be able to work on this project. I think it's a really fantastic project. I wish it was coming to Bartow, where I live, but I'm happy to work on it here as well. As you know, we did the first planning commission meeting. There were a number of questions, concerns that were raised. The team substantially changed the plans to address those concerns, moving entrances to reducing entrances, and things of that nature to address those concerns. And we think we have a really good plan, and we are very happy to have gotten the recommendation of both your staff, that's been great to work with, and also the Planning Commission. The concerns that we have heard so far today are with noise, and we have specifically proposed conditions that are intended to address noise. First, let me say, the precast facility is not a noisy facility. All of the activity, all the processes involved are conducted indoors. It's not a loud facility. It is on the site of an existing quarry, and the quarry may have some noise issues, but that's a separate use. The precast facility itself is not a noisy facility. Where we could see noise would be truck traffic coming in and out. And so we specifically proposed a condition that truck traffic be limited to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the day, not at night. So any neighbors would not be hearing truck traffic resulting from this use. In addition, the first matter on your agenda, the rezoning of a 7-acre portion of this property, we specifically proposed that property, while it would be part of the site, would only be used as a laydown yard, a place to store the precast concrete product, and it would not be accessed except between the hours of 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So they're not going to hear Oldcastle operating on this site, all night, because the condition says they can't work there. And if they do, then that's a code violation, and your staff can handle that. The one change we would like to see in the conditions that were recommended by the Planning Commission is number 8 to the special use permit. That's where it says that activities would be between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. We're fine with the truck traffic being 7 a.m., 7 p.m. We're fine with the auxiliary laydown yard, that 7-acre piece, being only accessed between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. However, Oldcastle does need to be able to access parts of the laydown yard at night, because they will be making this precast product, whether it be culverts or manholes, at night at times, and will need to get it out of the facility. And so what we propose instead, and I've sent this into your staff, so I'm sure you have this, is that 8 condition be modified with what the language I sent you as 8B, which is that no areas of the laydown yards within 300 feet of any residential property line be used between those hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. So in other words, Oldcastle would be able to access their laydown yard to get product out of the facility, but not within a football field of any residential property at night. So we think that more than addresses any noise concerns that would be out there. And that said, I would be happy to answer any questions. And of course, we've got our team here as well if there are questions that you have that I can't answer. And that said, I will thank you.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And we've got Mr. Joel Larkin to speak next on 2024-1-SPSA. Glad to have you this afternoon.
Good afternoon. I don't have prepared comments. I hope I don't regret that. My name's Joel Larkin. I'm an attorney. My office is in Marietta, and I'm proud to live in Paulding County. I hope I'm still proud tomorrow. Today I'm representing an applicant who has been a business owner in Paulding County for many years, and the DOT is displacing one of his stores. So he bought a piece of property to build a new store in Paulding County. And this is his second time before this board to get approval to build a small convenience store on a properly zoned piece of property. The question before you today is simply modifying the hours of operation to conform to literally every other convenience store in Paulding County in the city of Dallas. Twice, your professional planning staff has recommended approval. Twice, your planning commission has recommended approval. Twice, we've had no person come and stand before you and give you any reason not to approve the request. And yet, we're getting no love from this commission. And it makes people wonder, and I'm not going to wonder out loud. I do have with me today, though, an amended constitutional challenge. I saw there was a typo in the one that so I'm going to leave this for you all. But as your county attorney will tell you, you're required to do a lot of things for your citizens and the businesses in your county. But the one thing you're required to do above all else is to treat everybody the same, to be fair, to be uniform. And in this particular case, we've got a business owner who's before you with a B1 use on a B2 property with development plans to have buffers that are almost twice what B1 requires, with a setup that is similar to that which exists all over Paulding County. And what he's asking is that you remove a condition that was put in place strictly to deal with tractor-trailer deliveries in the middle of the night for a B2 use. All of you know that. This family is here. They're good citizens of this county. So what we request is that you guys do the right thing. But I kind of feel like I'm Trump's attorneys talking to the judge. I kind of feel like I'm talking to the next level. And I'm not proud about that. I don't feel good about that at all. When I came to Paulding County from Cobb, I felt real good because Team Paulding was in existence, and all the talk was how friendly Paulding County was to businesses. And every day I open social media and look on the internet, and everybody talks about how you need to bring business and industry to Paulding County and you need jobs. But when the individual votes come up, you all are not voting the way you need to vote for industry and jobs and to increase your tax base. I'm not sure what's going on in the background, but I would ask that each of you maintain any text messages and emails that you have and any scraps of paper, notes, or anything that relates to this application. And I thank you.
All right, that's the conclusion of citizens wishing to participate in any of the agenda items. Under the consent agenda is application to approve several consent agenda items, and we read them at the work session this morning. So I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda items. Is there a second? A second by Commissioner Caker. Is there any discussion on the agenda items, consent agenda items? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. There's no old business this afternoon. Under new business, item 9 is action to adopt ordinance number 2024-06, an ordinance regulating the operation of coin-operated amusement machines within Paulding County.
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve by Commissioner Galloway. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 10 is action to adopt Resolution 2024-14, authorizing the chairman to execute the modification documents and all other documents related to the JIFA loan number CW 2021022. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
A motion approved by Commissioner Dunn. I'll second. Is there discussion? All right, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 11 is action to authorize the chairman to sign the grant agreement with Criminal Justice Coordinating Council to accept the VAWA grant with a match of $16,000 from general funds for the total amount of $66,667. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Caker and second by Commissioner Galloway. Is there discussion on this one? All right, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. I read it this morning, but I'm always sensitive to acronyms. VAWA is Violence Against Women's Act grant. Now, number 12 is action to authorize the chairman to sign the grant award documents for the drug court for the grant period of July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Galloway. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. Is there any discussion on 12? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 13 is action to authorize the chairman to sign the grant award documents for the mental health court for the grant period of July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Galloway. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Also carries 4-0. Item 14 is action to authorize the chairman to sign the grant award documents for the DUI court for the grant period July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 15 is action to approve the change order to the Solacom Guardian Refresh and Upgrade Project with AT&T in the amount of $65,270.77 to be paid with 9/111 fees.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Galloway. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 16 is action to approve the construction material testing and special inspection services agreement with Geo Hydro Engineers for the Fire Station 13 project in the estimated amount of $23,248. The project is funded from SPLOST proceeds and is located in Post 4 on Old Cartersville Road. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Dunn. I'll second. Is there any discussion? We'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. All right, moving into the Planning Commission recommendations. From May 28th, 2024. Application by Old Castle is numbered 2024-10-Z. And application by by Old Castle Infrastructure Incorporated / David M. Tulin, requesting to rezone 7.35 acres from R2, which is suburban residential district, to I-1 light industrial district to allow for a precast concrete facility. The property is located in land lots 1163 and 1164 in District 19, Section 3. And that's the east side of Mulberry Rock Road. The proposed site address is 3003 Mulberry Rock Road, located in Post 2. And the recommendation was with a vote of 5-0 and 2 with 7 stipulations. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve with the 7 stipulations.
We have a motion to approve of 7 stipulations by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Galloway. Is there any discussion?
I
Here-
would like to say something.
Please.
I have heard everyone during the beginnings of the talking about this project. I've listened to both sides. I think that the company wanting to come in has agreed to do just about everything that we've asked them to do. And that is the reason for my vote. They have taken care of the concerns that we were concerned about. And for that, I welcome them to Paulding County if the vote happens.
And I also appreciate the fact that they conducted a town hall meeting with citizens, and I think we had several of the commissioners were there, and gives a chance for everybody to ask questions in kind of a less formal way. So that was very well done, don't you think? All right, well, we're ready to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Now also with Old Castle is item 18, which is numbered 2024-04-SUP special use permit. It's an application by Old Castle Infrastructure Incorporated, David M. Tulin, I hope I'm saying the name right, requesting a special use permit concurrent to the prior rezoning application, 2024-10-Z, to allow for a precast concrete and cement facility to the existing quarry site. Property is located in land lots 1148, 1149, 1160 through 1164, and 1218 through 1220. In District 19, Section 3 on the east side of Mulberry Rock Road. Proposed site address is 3003 Mulberry Rock Road in Post 2. The recommendation by the Planning Commission was a vote of 5-0 and 2 with 10 stipulations.
Mr. Chair, before a vote is taken on this, if you could just inquire of Mr. Robinson, the Planning Commission recommendation, is that still consistent with staff's recommendation, or have there been any changes to that?
The information provided from the Planning Commission included the 10 stipulations. The question is brought up with stipulation number 8 regarding transport of product and also using the laydown yard from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. The applicant is asking that to be amended to split it in two, where the owner developer would agree to not transport products to or from the property between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. But on the other hand, they would also asked to, as what we see here reading, owner developer agrees not to operate in the auxiliary laydown yard that is subject to the rezoning that which was just voted on, the 7+ acres, or within 300 feet of a property boundary with adjacent residential properties, and that would be from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Are those amended stipulations recommended by staff?
Yeah, staff has no difficulty with these.
I'm
No,
sorry?
We're okay with these
Okay.
changes.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Chris. Okay, entertain a motion on this one.
Motion to approve with the 10 stipulations.
A motion to approve by Commissioner Caker with 10 stipulations. Is there a second?
Before you ask for a second, just for clarification, Commissioner Caker, is that with the amended stipulations recommended by staff?
With the amended stipulations, yes.
All right, so is that a total of 11? Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Caker, you want to just restate what your motion is, please?
Motion to approve with 10 stipulations, with 8 being amended.
Let me try something. Let me try something just for clarity's sake. I believe that it would be a motion to approve with the 10 stipulations with the additional amendments as recommended by staff that were read by Mr. Robinson. And if that would be your motion, I would say so moved.
So moved.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification, Mr. County Attorney, and we'll vote. All those in, well, I need a second. I'll second. And we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. All right, moving to number 19, which is 2024-17-C, is application by David Gentry, General Meat Company, LLC, requesting to rezone 3.025 acres from R2 Suburban Residential District to B2 Highway Business District for the expansion of an existing business to allow for additional building and parking for distribution needs. This rezoning application is also seeking a variance to reduce the required 40-foot buffer to 10 feet along the eastern property line. The property is located in land lots 387 and 406, District 2, Section 3, north of Atlanta Highway and the east side of Summerhill Connector in Post 1. The recommendation by the Planning Commission was 6-0-1 with 4 stipulations. And it looks like there's a blank for variance request. So anyone from community development want to clarify that? The variance request?
That's number 4. Number 4.
Oh, number 4 is the variance request. All right. So with 4 stipulations.
Mr. Chair, just to clarify, I think the recommendation is with 3 stipulations plus the granting of the variance request as indicated as number 4.
Okay, I'll make the motion to approve with 3 stipulations with the variance request being number 4 included. Is that close enough? That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dunn. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 20 is numbered 2024-01 SPSA site plan situational or site plan stipulation amendment. The application by Rahim Hamani requesting to amend a previous rezoning stipulation to, or in application 2020-16-Z concerning the hours of operation limitation to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the property is located in land lot 101, District 1, Section 3. The property address is 4281 Ridge Road, located in Post 2. The recommendation by the Planning Commission was a vote of 5-1-1. With one stipulation that the owner applicant agrees to limit hours of operation and deliveries from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I make a motion to deny.
We have a motion to deny by Commissioner Galloway. Is there a second?
Second.
A second by Commissioner Dunn. Discussion, please. No one has any discussion?
Well, I will say that I have heard from neighboring parties that they do not want this there for a lot of reasons, so.
Any other comments? Discussion?
I would like to say that I do believe in property rights and property owner rights. Mr. Bamani owns the property. It is zoned correctly, with the exception of the hours that's not workable for them. I just have to vote for property rights. That's what I ran on in my campaign, is property rights. And it is zoned properly, and you've got to look at that as well.
It was my understanding, so this goes as a question, that the times desired were until 11 p.m., but that's not what this says from the Planning Commission. So what we're voting on, County Attorney, is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Correct. The motion on the floor is for denial of that change from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Galloway and a second by Commissioner Caker. Is there any?
Commissioner Dunn, is a second.
Commissioner Dunn. Yeah. Commissioner Caker, are you okay with the times on this?
By the way, this is post 3, not post 2.
Yes.
Just for the record. All right, we got a motion and a second in discussion.
We'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. So the vote's 4, or it's 2-2.
Mr. Chairman, with the vote failing, the floor remains open for another motion.
Do I hear another motion?
In the absence of another motion, the motion to deny didn't pass. The approval has not passed. At this point in time, there would be no action, and the vote would stay, or the 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. would stay in place, unless there's another motion that passes.
There has to be someone that makes the motion.
I would move on to the next item. I would call again to see if there is a motion on the floor, and if there is not, I would move to the next item.
Well, we got copious emails from the attorney on this request, but it's been such a busy day, I hadn't even digested all of it. So I'd like to make a motion to table it until the next vote, or the next time that that we consider different applications. So that's my motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second to table until the next vote on Planning Commission's recommendations or applications. Anybody else want to comment? Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
I'll approve tabling it.
All right, so we got a vote of 3-1 to table. So this item will be tabled until the next meeting, and we can get more familiar with the request of the applicant and the times, and get that reestablished, and we'll bring it back up. Will that work? All right, moving on to item 20, 2024-01-SPSA, application by Rahim Bahamani.
I think we're on 21.
All right, thank you. Item 21 is 2024-18-C, application by John Moore, requesting to rezone 3.753 acres from R2 Suburban Residential District to B1 General Business District, which is 1.691 acres, and B2 Highway Business District, 1.917 acres, for the development of a retail / office center and a climate-controlled self-storage facility with a 4th floor office / conference space. The property is located in land lots 461 and 462, District 2, Section 3, located the east side of Atlanta Highway and the south side of Azalea Drive and west side of Pace Road in Post 3. Recommendation by the Planning Commission was a vote of 5, 1, and 1 with 5 stipulations. And I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair. Staff has a comment.
I believe the stipulations are incorrect on our agendas. We show 5 stipulations, but there was an additional DOT stipulation. Do you remember what it was?
Is the additional DOT stipulation, was it approved by the Planning Commission?
It was.
Yes.
Okay.
There was 2, actually.
And can you state what those are?
One was coordination with GDOT regarding development access, and the other one was to construct Azalea Drive to a local residential rural street section, 22 foot wide with shoulders, drainage, etc.
Thank you. For a total of how many stipulations?
7.
7?
All right. The recommendation that's also been approved by the Planning Commission with the vote of 5, 1 and 1 is approval, recommended approval with 7 stipulations. Do I hear a motion? This is in
Post 3.
Post 3.
Post 3. Mhm.
No one has a motion? Well, if we don't have a motion, then
Mr. Chair, I would recommend that either there's a motion to approve or a motion to deny. The applicant has submitted the application seeking one or the other.
well, I'm going to make a motion to approve with a recommendation by the Planning Commission. And knowing all the members on that Planning Commission, they voted 5, 1 and 1. I'm going to make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Mr. Chair, is that with the 7 stipulations?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, the motion can't get a second.
The motion would fail for lack of a second. I'd open the floor for another motion.
I'll just echo what we just heard.
I'll second.
Are you in a second?
Yeah.
There-
Just to clarify, there was a motion to approve with 7 stipulations that did not receive a second. And when you said, you echo what you just heard, are you making the motion again to approve with the 7 stipulations?
Yes.
And that was seconded by Commissioner Dunn?
Correct.
Thank you.
So we have a motion and a second. Any other further discussion on this one?
I have some questions because I just didn't understand entirely what you were saying, Mr. Jones. On the 6 and 7 that aren't in front of us, who is going to make those? Is it road improvements? Is that what I'm understanding? I just want to make sure I understand.
That's correct. They were essentially stipulations regarding development access road improvements. One of them was to improve Azalea Drive to a standard 22-foot local roadway with shoulders, drainage, and the other one was coordination with the Georgia Department of Transportation regarding access.
So, anybody in planning and zoning can answer this, or Mr. Jones. Does the developer of this property bear that cost, or is that the county bearing that cost?
That is the developer of the property, owner, developer, or successor who bears that cost.
Thank you. That's helpful.
Okay, so we've got a motion and a second. We'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Number 22 is number 2024-06, special use permit application by John Moore requesting a special use permit on a 1.917 acre tract for the development of a climate-controlled self-storage facility with a 4th floor conference room. And property is located in land lot 461 and 462, District 2, Section 3, it's just located east as opposed to
There's
west.
some missing words. I believe that would say located in post 4 because this is the same property. So I will make a motion to approve that.
And it's got 5 stipulations.
with the 5 stipulations.
If I could interject, this one also has the same 7. And if you'd like me to read the 6th and 7th out loud, I'll be happy to.
Go ahead, please.
Number 6 was owner-developer agrees to improve Azalea Drive to a local residential roadway standard, parentheses, 22 feet edge of pavement with swale drainage ditches as needed, in parentheses. Number 7, owner-developer agrees that a letter of concurrence will be required from the Georgia Department of Transportation for intersection improvements at the state route abutting the property.
Thank you.
So, Commissioner Galloway, you want to restate it with 7 stipulations? Or
Absolutely. Let's make a motion to approve that with all 7 stipulations.
I'll second. Any discussion on it? Hearing none, let's vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. Item 23 is numbered 2024-20-Z, application by Calvin Lamar Jones requesting to rezone 39.106 acres from A1 agriculture to R1 residential, rural residential district for the purpose of development of 10 one-acre residential single-family homes. The property is located in land lot 1147. District 3, Section 3, located on the east side of Smoke Jones Road, south of High Shoals Road. The site address is 484 Snope Jones Road, in Post 4. Recommendation by the Planning Commission was 6-0 and 1 with 1 stipulation. And I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Is that with the 1 stipulation?
With the 1 stipulation, yes. So motion to approve with the 1 stipulation. We have a second by Commissioner Dunn. Is there any discussion on this one? All right, let's vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carries 4-0. That's the conclusion of regular business. No one signed up for speaking on non-agenda items. Wait, take that back. We have Ms. Yolanda Johnson, who's going to speak on her organization that helps individuals and families experiencing economic hardships. So, Ms. Johnson, glad to have you with us this evening. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. I am Yolanda Johnson. My organization is Family Matters Partnership, Inc. We pride ourselves on restoring families' faith and freedom. I've been working for city government, municipalities for years. This going to school system. I'm currently in a municipality now with the collaboration or partnership with them. And we help families get on their feet. We all know that we're experiencing some trying times now. A lot of times homelessness doesn't look like it used to look. It's people sleeping in their cars, they're sleeping with families. And I want to thank you guys so much for actually maintaining this community. I live in the community in Paulding County, and I appreciate the fact that you do not have a lot of, it doesn't seem to me that like we have a whole lot of economic grief, but it could be. It could be people in our homes that are experiencing crisis. I'm not so caught up on the government assistance. I try to keep my families away from that as much as possible, helping them get jobs, making livable wages so that they're not dependent on the government. That system does not work. So I've been in that system for a while, helping families. It does not work. So I just wanted to let you all know that you have a hidden gem in your community, in your county. I'm willing to work with you, with the county. Please get my information, pass it along. Any families that may be experiencing economic crisis situations, we partner with law enforcement. Got a couple calls on the way here. My phone is ringing off the hook now. I know it's the police department calling me. May have a family on the outside that's been thrown out the hotel and they need some assistance to just try to get them stable, and we work with them. We're boots on the ground organization. We move with boots on the ground. We don't send them to government. I want everybody to hear that. We don't do that. We pride our families in restoring their faith and their freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Yolanda. That's awesome. What's the name of the organization?
Family Matters Partnership, Inc.
Matters Partnership, Inc. You have a card or anything? Did you bring it up afterwards? All right, any of the commissioners have anything they want to announce?
I'm-
Mr. Chair,
Nope.
before the announcements, just a housekeeping matter. We will need a resolution confirming the executive session on the next agenda item, confirming today's executive session for personnel.
Take care of that. Just vote on it in a couple of weeks here. Got that, Steve? Got it. All right. Any other, or any comments or announcements?
I'm
Ladies,
having
birthdays?
a town hall tonight at 6:30. The address is, I think, 47 Vincent Mountain Road in Rockmart or Dallas? It's in Rockmart. So I would love to have anybody there that would like to be there.
Just from our notes, I don't know if this is right, but our notes from last time say Vincent Mountain Loop Road. I don't know if there's a difference.
There is a difference.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We don't have executive session.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Galloway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned. Thanks again for coming, everybody.